Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hey, happy Red Friday. Here we are the day after Veterans Day, showing our red and our support for all those who are deployed. Mark is on mute. I'm not sure he knows, but here we go with our Friday debrief. We are here on Fridays to let you know what we've been up to lately. And I think just looking back at some of our past Friday debriefs, we're also kind of some comic relief for a lot of people at the end of the week. But we have our stuff together this week. I feel like I've been here for an hour. I don't know where Mark's been, but I'm ready to roll.
Andrea can come here an hour early at this when she wakes up how late in the morning and because she sleeps in.
One day.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be calling you out right now.
No,
some of us work until.
Dude, I'm still working.
I know. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. I just. This is my smile face. We have a vendor that I would like to.
Nope.
Share the world.
We are all good right now.
Share the world about this vendor.
I'm going to talk over you right now. Just stop it.
Please do.
We're all good.
Blah, blah.
So, hey, we have been in some crazy whirlwind, like spinning in a tornado for the last few weeks. And we're almost all caught up. We're not completely caught up. I don't know if we ever will be, but we got to show something in our books at the end of the year. So we're going to pretend like we're all caught up and moving forward and not rolling backwards or spinning our wheels. Hey, Gary Hine, and there's some more happy, positive. Let's get rolling.
That guy, there we go. That fixes everything. Gary fixes everything.
Oldsmobile, I love it. I love what's the deal. Oldsmobile. It's the word Thunderbird. I love it.
So I do want to share a little bit about a piece of my philosophy. And yesterday was Veterans Day. It's a day to commemorate, lift up, share, and acknowledge all those people who have served. And the People's Patriot Project's post to that was a very general lukewarm at best. Happy Veterans Day. That's and there's a reason why. We want to stand at the top of the mountaintops and thank all of you that have served. But it's not a one-day thing for us. It's not just November 11th. I think that there is a day that we can acknowledge and at least put an inkling in other people's ears and heads and minds to lift those up who have served. But for us, every single day is Veterans Day, and First Responder Day, with that matter. Every single day is Memorial Day for us. I was kind of tied up today, got some things going on, but I wanted to do my big post today, actually. It's so important to us. It is so important that all of us, and I don't think I have to sell this. I really don't. It is so, we got a signal drag apparently, and we apologize for that, but I got a lot on my heart right now. It's not moving forward. Here we go. We want to lift up the entire state of Georgia and their communities too right now, as this last week has been an absolute crazy, stupid, tragic week in Georgia, and it's relevant to a point in the fact that one of our guests this coming up this next weekend. I know I'm jumping the whole thing here because we're supposed to talk about last week's show. So maybe I'll pull my head on my butt for a moment and then we'll say that. Michael Hood from Help the Veterans Stand in Front of You was here sharing his mission and his reach out to the community of veterans and first responder veterans, and that they're right in front of you. And he's there. He's not necessarily licensed, but he is a person that has opened his doors, opened his mind, opened his world to anyone that reaches out to him. He is trained. He's just not certified. And that you don't need to be certified to be a good person. You don't need to be certified. You just got to be available. And we thank Mr. Hood and his efforts and what he does with his mission. And then we also had Scott D. Taylor on, and oh my goodness. I've actually listened to a lot of his stuff this week. Not that I haven't listened to it in the past, but just soulful. I don't get to create plans for the man, but in my head, some visions have conjured, only in the fact that we have such an amazing playbook of musicians, and I am just excited to see, just like this last couple of weeks, the partnerships that we were able to create. Now that we're just a vehicle. We're just moving, putting people into place. I don't want to take 10 years to put everything into place. Can I say that? I don't know if Andrea is with me or she's working on grading or if what she's doing over there, but
I said you can say that.
Oh, okay. We're just excited. We're excited about the things we got going on. Tyler Jams, yeah. Gary, do you know Scott D. Taylor? Tay, just so we know. Not that it matters, but it matters to me. Taylor. Just a dude. And just I had just the awesome opportunity to pre-show him. And we sat and we talked the real talk. And, it was just awesome. So, and then it is in my notes to talk about the families of Georgia, but it does also jump into our guest this weekend. But I will not do justice by the name but we lost two. Actually, we lost 3 officers down in Georgia this week. We lost, and I won't say his name right, and I apologize, Officer Desai. We lost Officer Deputy Marshall, and I don't have I can look it up real quick if we got a process of stalling, but we lost another officer down there. I believe it was just yesterday, who was involved in a hit and run. He was helping someone on the side of the road, and someone got him. And again, it's heartbreaking. These guys get up and gals get up every single day. Officer Elgin Daniel, they get up every day, and they got loved ones too, children's, spouses, partners, and this wouldn't be the time right now to hear, they knew what they signed up for, because I don't think anyone wakes up with the idea that they're going to go perish serving their communities. And I don't think that everyone signs on into the military or as a first responder thinking that they're going to lose everything to a community and society that somewhat at times seems ungrateful for the service that these guys and gals, the duties they perform, and making sure that we're safe. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer right now, but today's my day, I guess, where things are stacking a little bit, and we'll get there. And again, having Gary on here throwing us some jabs, it's awesome. Thanks, brother. Andrea is too far away to pinch me, so you'll have to wait for that another time.
You'll probably hear him when it happens, Gary. He'll be squealing from Minnesota to Texas. That's a long ways. You'll hear it, though. You'll hear it. So, well, thank you. We have another name from Gary, too, to look into for screaming guitars, maybe. So, we're just, I would like to say we're learning more about our radio station and how it's running and how amazing it is. But I just tried to turn it on, and it seems to be having some technical difficulties. So I did just reach out. I did try to see what might be going on, and we're just going to hope that it comes back on magically like it does sometimes. So that's what I'm going to say about the radio. But we are here on Sunday evenings at 6:00 p.m. Central Time, doing our 6 at 6. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime, featured in Heroes Media Group podcast style. What are we on, like episode 70 something now, Peterson? I've lost count.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Because 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. There should be 72 this weekend.
Awesome. 72 episodes. And you guys, that's just since we started tracking it and making it in a downloadable and doing it live on Facebook. So that is a lot. Heroes Media Group, they put it on everything. iHeartRadio, Spotify, their own Heroes Media Group. We have it on Facebook all the time. So we have actually under our Facebook, the People's Patriot Project. And then we've got your 6 at 6. And then we also have, what's our radio?
WeP3 Radio.
WeP3 Radio. And so there is no excuse for not watching our show or listening while you're driving or just hanging out. Absolutely no excuse. And you know what I'm going to ask? Because we do put a lot of heart and energy and brain power and guest stories, history, help, support into this. We would love if you would share. we've grown. We grow in spurts. Like we grow, and then we just kind of level out and stay there a bit. And then we grow, everything pops, and then we level out. It would be nice if everybody who enjoys, listens, sends sends a note here and there and everywhere. Bring a friend on, text a buddy and be like, hey, check this out. Send them a link. Our goal while we're on here is to reach somebody who might need it in the moment. We have different formats. We have different avenues of healing, of conversing and meeting people, different avenues to try therapies. We have different businesses around different parts of the country, and all of it is meant to find somebody who needs that type of help. My gosh, it's like a lecture I just gave kids in school today. Not all of us get A's in math. Not all of us get A's in language arts. Not all of us get A's in Phi Ed. We're not all supposed to be built the same. Hence the term built different.
Look at that.
Right?
Solid eye roll right there. That was
Well, maybe Peterson's son is just built different. I heard him say it. It's built different.
He says it all the time.
We're all built differently. And so that's why the People's Patriot Project has taken this time and this effort to bring different ways for you to find your place of healing and maybe just a new friend. So we appreciate it, every share that you do. Coming up, we've been talking to her for a year at least. Thought maybe we would get, maybe we'd have her here sooner, but then, life happens. And then we've been booked up for a while, and we have Miss Hazel Ruth McDonald. I don't think we have a preview, but she's got some sassy pants music out there, some fiery stuff, and just some awesome stuff to listen to. And so I'm actually, I want to say we've messaged a lot, and I think we've had at least one or two conversations live on the phone at least. And so I'm super excited to get her on the show. We missed her in the circle of events in Texas a couple times. I think we were there and she was in Nashville, and then we were there and she was on a trip. And so that's all good. We're all doing our things. So Hazel, Ruth, we're super excited for you to come on and share your music and your story with us. So following with that is going to be young Zechariah, and his program is Running for Heroes, Inc. I do believe Mark has a much closer connection with that because he's been doing a lot of time talking with them recently. And so, Mark, would you like to tell us a little bit about Zechariah?
You guys will be blown away about this dude. I want to say he's 14 years old, but he started this organization as a 10-year-old. And he goes out and he runs. And he runs 1 mile for every fallen first responder and fallen military personnel. And he's ran over 1,000 miles as a 14-year-old. And it just blows me away how at some point someone catches it and gets it. And Zechariah, I'm struggling. So do you call someone Zach when it's spelled Z-E-C-K? Or do you call his whole name Zechariah, but you don't call him Zach? Because I've never heard of Zach. Z-E. Yeah, so I don't know. Andrea's turned off her mic. She's got maybe toot in the background or something like that.
Okay, I'm back. It's all good.
Woo. Excuse me.
Just my friendly
Excuse
custodian. It's time to take the garbage out here. Yeah, no, I don't. Zach, I think, didn't have a. We're going to find out. That's for sure.
Yeah. I am going to find out that information.
Yep.
This will be the youngest guest we've ever had, other than Shad's little
kids and Shad's
lap
little
ape.
yeah.
Shad's lap ape and Andrea's little yard critters that run around. No, I'm joking.
Crazy hair kids. I got some crazy hair grandkids, that's for sure. Crazy, lots of hair. Mm-hmm.
Hairy, definitely hairy.
Harry is Leo. That's Leo, not Harry. Yeah, they are hairy though. That's all good.
No, we're excited. And you know what? Unfortunately, if you go listen to WeP3 radio on the internet at this particular moment, you're not going to be able to hear it at this particular moment. And we will remedy that. It's like a thorn under my saddle right now.
You got a salad?
Saddle, I said.
Saddle. Oh, saddle. Mm-hmm. It might have glitched a second.
Thorns under the salad doesn't make sense.
Well, that's why I was like, I don't.
Makes a little bit more sense, but whatever. It is what it is.
I got a snake in my boot. I don't know how to talk to you when you slip to Wyoming. I'm sorry. That gets foreign.
I get it. I know.
It gets foreign.
Foreign.
Gary is looking for an electric scooter thing. Oh. Y'all, I love it. If y'all know the route to get me there.
Is he where is he going? Gary, where are you going, brother?
He needs it to get around. Hendrickson, where have you been?
Holy
Happy
cow.
Friday to you, dude. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
A burr under your saddle.
A burr, it's a scorpion, it's a bone, it's a
Is that locale? Is that depending on where you live? Because we do have a lot of burrs out in the backwoods here. The back 40, the north 40.
I don't want to know what you do out in the backwoods there. I don't want to know.
Gracious. Ticks. I check for ticks is what I do.
Yikes.
Hey, I just had a brain.
Yeah, do it. Your brain thing.
Speaking, I know Mark's Veterans Day message seemed very somber and maybe not as upbeat as I am today. And I wanted to share with you, but I got to get it right. Is it Veteran Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from TikTok. So on USA Today yesterday morning with Hoda, he's right here from Minnesota. My kids, my 4th hour kiddos, they are 7th graders. We watched the Today Show clip with Veteran Kenny, and he's 79, and he's a TikTok sensation. He's got almost 2 million followers. He's just amazing. So he's 79, needed a new scooter. His neighbor and friend helped him raise money for a scooter, but it went so far beyond the money that he needed for his scooter. They've bought like over 10 or 12 scooters now, and this is a short time deal. And so he was on the Today Show, gave away a couple scooters on the Today Show to 2 veterans, that Hoda and the young girl, can't think of her name, had on the Today Show. So my kids are watching this. What is 7th grade? Is like 13, right? 13, maybe going to turn 14, or maybe 12, turning 13. Anyway, before we were even done, now I would never condone that a kid go on TikTok. That's not my thing. I'm a grandma now, so I would be like, don't do it. But I already know that a lot of kids are. So I told the kids who had their phones and already had a TikTok account that their parents knew about, I told them, go check out Veteran Kenny. And before we left, like 3 minutes later, before we even left for lunch, they had mapped where was Willarney, Minnesota, because they were wondering if we could see if he would come and visit our classroom. And that just gives me, like, I'm sure I cried before they left, after they left, whatever. I cried today too, so it's all good. But they touched me in my heart because they want him to. We usually write letters to veterans, and in my brain now I'm wondering how can, we can get veterans to come into the classroom. That's easy, but I'm wondering if I can get Veteran Kenny to come in and speak with my kiddos because they fell in love with him. And so, yeah, so there you go. Kenny, if you're out there, I don't know if you do Facebook and TikTok, but I'm asking, could you come on our show someday? We might even go to him. That would probably be even better. We could go to him.
I have a feeling he might be. Vegetarian Day yesterday. Well, that might happen.
Vegetarian day.
Eric's one of his students thought it was Vegetarian Day. That might happen. You know what? When I was a young kid, I had a hard time. A vet, and veterinarian. Could have been Veterinarian Day too, only in the fact that what is the actual. And I may have had that little slip when I was way young, because I wanted to be a vet, so you can honor me on Veterans Day.
No. I thought you were going to say so you could deliver cows, baby cows.
No.
I know they're calves. Don't correct me. I know.
That is funny. That is funny.
You're kind of dry today, Peterson. You doing okay?
I really got this thing on my mind, and I'm really doing a good job not freaking lacing someone right now.
I think that's code for he's home alone. Is that the thing? Oh.
Did you know there is actually a rule in law on prompt payment? And a minimum of 7 days after invoice. Can you believe that?
I feel like the ice isn't very thick.
And there's a 30-day limit on that, regardless. And it's actually a written law.
Sweet.
Yeah, someone else is going to get to hear this news here real quick.
Really quickly. We have this new fantastic bookkeeper. He's not a bookkeeper, but he's our treasurer for our board, Scotty Sexton, who ghosted. I don't know where he is right now. He's not with us. Scotty Sexton, who probably is going to put that little bit of information in his notes as well. I self-claimed not the world's best treasurer. I'm learning a lot. So I did some receipts and invoices, which this stuff is really new to me. And I just have to thank everybody who gave sponsorship money, donation money, who came to our events and played the games, played the raffles, did the ruck, played cornhole, just listened to music, whatever you came to do, see your friends, watch our musicians and listen to our musicians. I have to thank you so much. And I also am going to beg forgiveness on the timeliness of my invoices / I don't really think. If there's someone out there who knows this language, you should correct me. But I think you send an invoice when you want money and you send a receipt when you get the money. And I...
Truth.
Okay, good. So I have that down. And somewhere along the way, I created an invoice and receipt to cover both. Send one. It makes time sense for me. And so if that's not okay, I can change that for any of you that got those. You just need to let me know. I can fix almost anything. It's in my nature to fix things. So let me know on that one. I think I got it all straight, but anyone out there who needs one that didn't get one, you may certainly let me know if your receipt wasn't good enough, or your sign up thingy wasn't good enough. This is weird because we're at 20 some minutes, and the last few weeks we've gone way overboard because we've had so much because we were so busy, and here we are. Peterson, gotta get your head in the game. Were we gonna play a song video?
Of what?
I don't know. I thought we talked about it yesterday. Oh wait, I think I left.
Are we ready for it? I don't know if I have it up. Yep, I got her. Ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Gosh dang, these people are absolutely freaking amazing. and we thank them for their message. Are you ready? Do you have what it says on YouTube for it?
Oh, I will go get it and copy and paste it.
Why don't you get it right now while I'm talking through this little piece right here, and we'll. We had a group come on to and we don't get the pleasure of actually having groups coming on very often, because this space on the screen only allows you so much space. But we had a group come on, and they were very particular about how they wanted to do it. And we're like, well, you know what? We're flexible. We'll make it work. They wanted to be live. I'm like, well, we usually we prefer live, but we never done a live band before, so we didn't know how the sound quality would come across. And so they wanted to be the first. And go ahead. Are you already ready?
Do you want me to just play the YouTube thing? If I share my screen
I've got
okay, you got it?
Song.
Okay, so you want me to read?
Yeah.
So they actually came in for like a meet and greet to make sure that this would work. Kim wanted to use her iPad and set it up in the studio so that it could see all of them as they were playing. And so we got that all figured out. And then we were just chatting on our Tuesday night meeting. And there were a lot of tears shed, stories told, and tears shed. And I felt closer to that group of people than I've felt close to in a long time. People that I had never met before in person. Well, and it was in video. But I want to say that it needed to happen. It was a very healing piece for all of us, I think, but especially for a few. And so this is what Kim wrote after she created this song. She wrote this to go with it. And it says, I wrote the song Come Home after our band participated in a podcast by the People's Patriot Project. During that podcast, conversations began with my fellow veterans, Ron Havilar, the bass player, and my husband, Cleet Taylor. I listened to their stories. I watched the tears well up in their eyes and roll down their cheeks. It was evident that part of their peace was in tatters in another place, buried in the rubble of memories most can't relate to. I hurt knowing that these men had a pain I could not ease. I felt helpless and wondered how many others wanted to help a loved one leave those bitter experiences behind and come fully home. Come home is my acknowledgement that there is a pain I can't heal, no matter how much love I can offer. There are things I won't understand, no matter how hard I try. The most I can hope to do is to stand on the shore in the midst of their storm with a beacon of the present and offer to help them come all the way home. Words and music by Kim Dunnett.
So before we roll the song, this will be the last thing that we say. We'll close this with this amazing song, this tribute to those who have served. And so come see us this Sunday. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. It'll be a great show. Our guests are out of this world this week. We might spice some things up a little bit, and with just it being Veterans Week and our thing or Veterans Day this week and what we do. But I don't want to sit here and babble and jam anymore with the thought of this amazing song, this amazing message. If you get a chance to look these guys up, check them out. It's the Kim Dunnett Band. If you need to reach out to anyone, remember you can always reach out to us. We do have your 6, and this is the Kim Dunnett Band. Come home, and I hope you are all the way home.
Was a young boy when he left, shoulder square wasn't ready for the darkness. It wasn't ready for the war. And year after year, he wonders what's the fighting for. And there's a distance in his gait, there's a sorrow in his step. He still loves his country, but he's jaded and upset. He still fights off the darkness. He still feels the pain of war. And his peace is left in tatters on a bloody foreign shore. Come home, come all the way home. Don't stand in the memories, don't linger too long. It's okay to cry, doesn't mean you're not strong. Don't stay in the past, it's not where you belong. Come home, come all the way home. You can see him smile, see him act like nothing's really wrong. But he still gets misty-eyed when he hears a certain song. And he's trying hard to make it, and he wants so to fit in. But sometimes it just can't take it when those memories rush in. Come home, come all the way home. Don't stand in the memories, don't linger too long. It's okay to cry, doesn't mean you're not strong. Don't stay in the past, it's not where you belong. Come home, come all the way home. Don't stay in the memories, don't linger too long. It's okay to cry, doesn't mean you're not strong. Don't stay in the past, it's not where you belong. Oh, come all the way home.